What's up guys, Intellitech Studios here, and today we'll be doing a bit of a special video that I haven't done in several years, and it was requested a number of times, never got around to it for a couple reasons that we'll get into later, but the time has come. We're finally doing a vacuum collection update video for the summer of 2023, July 2023 to be exact. So there's a lot of machines that have come and gone out of the collection, and also there's a lot of machines that I'm attempting to get out of the collection, but I have had little luck trying to sell, and I will mention those as we pass them. The majority of these machines I will be keeping, but there are some that I'm definitely selling, some that I'm considering selling for the right price. I definitely do need to thin out my collection, so hopefully we can see everything that I have. At least all the stuff that's decent shape and presentable. There are a good number of machines I have that are in the basement that are just parts machines that are too far gone, and all the machines that were in the basement are likely just going to get pitched, as my basement has flooded several times. A lot of those machines are rusted out and too far gone, unfortunately. So I'm not even going to bother showing them because I don't want to get people upset about machines that might be binned. But anyways, these are all the good ones. Starting off with just randomly, right here at my computer desk, there's a couple machines that I've had sitting behind me that I haven't moved up to the vacuum room yet. So we'll go over those real quick. These are just some ones that I got recently that I haven't had the chance to really put anywhere else yet. We've got the Singer 7.5 amp upright. I haven't even cleaned this up yet. We've got the Sebo Automatic X7 Boost. And we've also got a couple boxes full of parts and filters and knickknacks and whatnot. We've got the two Furies that I got from Ian from Canada, and these were literally just offered to me. I know plenty of people say I have way too many Furies and that I'm hoarding them or whatever, but these ones were offered to me for a reasonable price, so I took them. In fact, they were offered to me technically just for the price of shipping, which, of course, but shipping from Canada, it's kind of a lot. So either way, paid about 120 bucks for either of these, although this one I traded a Power Force for, which I still need to ship out, admittedly, but that takes a while. And then back here we've got my brand new limited edition Fury that I found on eBay for 300 bucks. There's my 9 amp Phantom that I got from William. Not 9 amp, I'm an idiot. My 11 amp domestic, sorry. No, I wish I had a 9 amp. I almost bought a 9 amp Phantom, but the dude tried to scam me, so I didn't get it. But I at least have an 11 amp, and I'm still trying to be on the hunt for a 9 amp Phantom. But anyways, that's that. Randomly sitting here on the floor, we've got a Huber Celebrity 3, which I still need to do a video on. Right over here are the two machines that I'm currently using. So I've had multiple Bissell Pro E2X Revolution Pet Pros, and they've all failed. They've all had the exact same problem where the pump died. Bissell, after replacing the machine once, decided to refuse to replace or allow me to even repair the machine. They won't send me the part. They won't sell me the part. They basically just told me to junk the machine, which is kind of ridiculous. I spent several $100s on those. So I gave up and I bought a Hoover Power Scrub Elite. They were on sale for 100 bucks. Cord on this is way too short, but it's a much better machine, which is kind of sad because TTI really annoys me these days, but Bissell's starting to do the same thing. So as far as the only two companies that offer semi-decent commercial or semi-decent residential carpet cleaners, we're kind of stuck between those two. So right now I'm using the Power Scrub Elite, and it's been doing a pretty good job. It's been doing a much better job than the Bissell's ever did. But to be fair, all of mine were defective, so maybe a good one would be better, but who knows. And right now, my daily driver vacuum, of course, is always fluctuating. For the loss of time, it was the Sanitaire SL4110A. Then for loss of time, it was the Dyson Ball Animal 3 and the Total Clean. And for a while, it was the Whirlwind Lightspeed. For a while, it was the Sebo G1. I've been fluctuating a lot. Right now, my daily driver machine for the last probably month at this point, month and a half, has been one of my Phantom Furies. This is the one that my fiance bought me for Christmas like 2.5 years ago that I got for like 100 bucks. It's the one with the busted cord hook. Although I do have a hose I could swap out with it now. Since it's the one I use, I haven't really bothered. So that's what I've been using, as you can tell. Just like that. I finally, after however many years, replaced the HEPA filter. So it smells a lot better now since it doesn't have a dusty filter. But other than that, it's the exact same condition it's been since I got it. The motor still sounds fine. This one does arc a little bit, but once I stripped it apart to the motor and completely cleaned it out, it's been a lot better. I didn't actually rebuild the motor, I just cleaned it out, and that's made a big difference. So it's been running super smooth ever since, and haven't had too many issues with it. So since I have a few Furies, I've decided that it's probably okay to daily drive one. After all, I really want to, so, and I spent all this money, I probably should be able to. Technically, this is the cheapest one I've gotten, so it makes sense that this is the one that I use and kind of beat up a little bit. It has got some scuffs on it for me using it, some kind of scuffs right here for me going a little bit too low under things, which I'm not a fan of, but hey, that's why I have the one that's scuffed up, and it's the one that I use. So yeah, those are the two machines I'm using at the moment for my various vacuuming tasks, and there's actually two more that fit this bill that you'll see in a sec. Well, there are the cats. There's Rocco and there's Rika. They were just playing, but they stopped as soon as I started filming them. And I do need a vacuum. It's been... Oh. Hi. What you doing? Oh. So right here is the Bissell Crosswave Pet. It's my floor cleaner of choice. Here is my cordless vacuum choice, the Dyson V8 Absolute. That's been pretty rock solid. I washed the filter on it for the first time since I got it, which I took way too long to wash it. You're supposed to wash it every month, and I waited a year. That's kind of my fault. I kind of forgot about it. So yeah, but that made a difference in terms of the smell. So yeah, V8, pretty happy with that. I really do miss my loop though. And here, this is the corded vacuum I've been using for bare floors. Now, I have my problems with sharks in general, but at the end of the day, this shark is actually the one I tolerate the most. It's lightweight enough that the dual clean system does make me want to use it on floors, and I've been using it, and it's okay. It's 4 floors, as long as I'm not vacuuming up anything super large, it's okay. And I've just kind of resorted to just leaving it plugged in and constantly vacuum up the cat litter. Of course, we got a new kitten, so we've had the litter box outside in the hallway to make it a bit easier for him to get into it, especially since he's been having some potty issues. So obviously litter gets tracked all over the hallway. Probably for the next couple days I'll be able to finally put that back in that closet, which that in case you're wondering, this is kind of cool. So previous owners who had cats, they used this closet for litter because they cut a hole out for the cats to get through. And so that's what we've used it for, because it's actually kind of neat. It's in the center of the house so they can reach it, and it's a hole so they can just go right in there. And it otherwise, since the door is mostly closed, the smell doesn't usually leak through unless they, were particularly stonky. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, so that's probably one of the only good features of this house. As you can tell, I do live in a fixer-upper. Nothing's really in good shape, but how else are you going to get a 3-bedroom house for $700 in today's day and age? But yeah, so this thing is okay. It does the job. I've been using it. I've retired the Stratos, so the Stratos is officially up for sale, as is at least one of my Apexes. So I finally get to retire the Stratos. Now in my pantry, I've got a couple of machines. I'm trying to make the pantry be kind of full of machines that I'm trying to sell. And in case you're wondering, all the excess cardboard is is for recycling purposes. But because I collect the cardboard and I burn it every couple weeks. But right now we're on a burn ban because of the Canadian wildfires. So that's why there's a bunch of boxes. But yeah, so we've got the Stratos, the Bissell Big Green Commercial, a very minty PowerForce Compact that I rescued recently, my Panasonic Performance Plus, which the Big Green, the Cibo Dart, and the DC33 are collection machines that are just randomly stuffed in here. The Stratos, the PowerForce Compact, and the Panasonic are ones I'm selling. So Although the compact I'm just going to sell locally. There's not really a point in shipping that. But I guess if someone really wants it, I'll ship it to them for, you know, a few bucks cheaper than a new one. So, and it is in brand new condition, as you can see, cleaned up really well. Stratos I need to clean up, but that will be sold soon. And the Panasonic is for sale right now. I've also got this Bissell that'll probably be binned. I'm not quite sure. It needs a brush roll, and I'm not really sure if I want to bother replacing the brush roll because I already reviewed the same machine just in a different color. But you know, so I've been kind of debating on that. It'll probably just be used as a shop vac or something to that effect because it was a trash find and it's in really poor condition. But we'll see. I don't know. It's like one of those machines it's one of those machines that's too nice to throw away, but too raggedy to sell or even donate. So it's just kind of in limbo right now. So we'll see what happens with it. And for those wanting to see the main collection, ho ho ho, yeah, there's a lot. So starting off in this section, I'll have to utilize the wide-angle lens for this, but we can see this room's got a couple machines in it and some random. See, I've ran out of space for boxes. My bedroom closet is full of shipping boxes. Again, why I'm trying to sell like 20 machines, because I'm running out of space for these boxes. And I can't really break them down because of the packaging materials as well. But there's this random box that I'll eventually use to ship a vacuum in. It's got some Dyson parts, it's got an Oric Buster B, and some other junk. What is this? It's a robot of some kind. I don't even remember having this. I'll have to figure out what that's all about. Okay, so we've got a wind tunnel, which you probably can't see. There's no light in here, unfortunately. Let's see. Can I turn on my flash? Yes, I can. So there's a wind tunnel that is going to Mason. I completely forgot about that. There's my super rare GE I'm trying to find a backdoor for. There's some random corded stick vac that I'm gonna probably donate to somebody who has hard floors. There's my shop vac. I don't even know what that is. It's like, I think it's a Craftsman, but I could be wrong. Hoover Air cordless. I still need a brush roll for that. I keep forgetting to. My Eureka Ultima I need to rebuild. My Hoover Power Drive. This is just gonna get donated, honestly, unless somebody local is able to grab it, because I'm not interested in shipping it, and this thing, I don't want it. I know a lot of people love these old self-propelled Hoovers, but I can't stand self-propelled machines. There's a wand for a Phantom Thunder, a wand for a Phantom Lightning. That's bad. A couple stick vacs. We've got, let me get out of the wide angle. We've got a couple Dirt Devil stick vacs and a Bissell Featherweight that needs a filter. There's my Electrolux Model S, which is for sale. And there's my Bosch, which I'm looking forward to rebuilding one of these days. I love this little canister. It really reminds me of my Sanyo, which I still have, but I can't find a filter for. So, and then the Mighty Mite's plugged in right now. That's what that cord's for. So yeah, here's another one of those sort of middle Bissells where it's, again, too shitty to sell or donate, but too nice to throw away. So I have the parts for it somewhere, and again, just like the other one, it needs a brush roll, and this one I can't find the type of brush roll it takes, and it's got some other problems too, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. It might, again, just be like a shop vac style machine. The Hoover Preferred does work. It's in decent shape. It is for sale. I think I meant to move this downstairs and I forgot to. Here's my one of two Eureka Boss Super Lights. This one's for sale. It works good. I did clean it up. The only thing is the power switch is like kind of wonky. It like doesn't really click all the way, but it does still work. So the power switch is a little finicky, but it does still work. It does still power on into all the modes properly. So, but since it's not perfect, I will go fairly affordable on that one. Dyson DC33, one of two. Now that I have the blue one, and the blue one's in good shape, this one I'll probably sell. So it's funny, the blue one's a 2018 one, so it's the very last DC33 they made. This one's a 2010, so it's their very first DC33 they ever made. So there's that. And of course, my roommate's cat can hear that I'm talking, and now he's starting to scream. Yeah. Mochi! 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 Shut up. It's too late. I'm working. Okay. Eureka Boss Light. Bravo. So this machine, I remember getting at a thrift store, and it's... Mochi, quiet. I know, I know, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know, Mochi, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to work. Okay. So here's the Eureka Boss Light, just a Bravo. This one is for sale. We've got a black Hoover Wind Tunnel Supreme. It's one of the ones with the LED indicator light for the bag. This one is for sale. Blue Hoover Soft and Light, that is for sale. Hoover Power Max 2, that is for sale. It does lean back a little bit, but you can get the motor mounts on eBay if you need to, pretty cheaply. But yeah, I just don't feel like doing it, so that's for sale. And then I have too many elites. Dyson Ball Animal 2. I'm still waiting to get a power head from Dyson. It's been several months at this point, and you know that I still have not heard back from when I'll be able to get a replacement cleaner head for this. So that's kind of annoying. Hoover Wind Tunnel. I really don't want to have to sell this, but the screws are rusted out, so I'll probably keep it, but we'll see what happens. This is the Nilfisk Advanced Power 112. Basically, just a rebrand to Lindhouse. This is for sale. I've been trying to sell this for a while. I'll let it go for pretty cheap at this point, considering that these are normally really expensive machines, but I'll let it go for a good price, especially since it has a SIBO hose on it, which it does work. It doesn't leak any air. It cleans well. I just don't like it. Hoover Dimension Supreme. This is also for sale. Dyson DC41. That's claimed. Technically for sale, but is claimed. But yeah, this Dimension Supreme's in good shape, but it's quite creaky. I'm not really a fan of that, so that's for sale. Dyson DC14 All Floors. That's for sale. There is a Dirt Devil Total Pet, but that one's under recall, so I'm not selling that one for safety reasons. Oh, excuse me, Rocco. Sorry. Hi, honey. Honey, I love you, but this is Dad's area. No. 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 I'm sorry, honey. You can't be up here. But I'm proud of you for being able to climb those stairs, though. Especially with how small you are. Okay, but we're gonna have to go back down. Okay. Yes, I know my carpet looks terrible. This is why I hadn't done a collection video yet. Because when we moved into this house, the previous owners had, I don't know what they did to it, but for whatever reason, they trashed the carpet. And whenever my landlord bought this house, he did replace the carpet downstairs, but he did not replace the carpet upstairs. So that's why the carpet looks so terrible, because they had animals and they burned cigarette holes in the carpet, and it's just terrible. I've tried to steam clean this carpet a number of times, but it's just too far gone. It clearly needs replaced. It will eventually get replaced, but I'm going to repaint this area first. And, of course and obviously I'm not going to do a crazy amount of work to this because I don't own the house. But I want to do at least a little bit to make the quality of life at least a little bit better. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Okay, well, Rocco's going downstairs. Okay. But yeah, I do live in a fixer-upper house, so it's not going to be super photogenic and pretty, but it doesn't matter. It works. Anyways, we've got the Shark Apex 0M that's going to Kyra. We've got my Electrolux Discovery 3, my Hoover Dial-O-Matic, which again is for sale, but only locally. My Hoover Constellation, which is for sale. My 1988 Hoover Runabout, which is for sale. And my Infinity that I plan on replacing soon, as my friend Nathan has one of these in decent shape, and I've been wanting it for a while. He decided recently that he was thinking about selling it, so if he decides to sell it, then I'll probably grab that. I'll for sure grab it. But yeah, and then finally we have the main room. Most of these aren't for sale, but there's some exceptions that kind of got jammed in here, so I'll mention those as we cross them. So going into the very corner and trying to work our way over, we've got the Kenmore Drytech Oric XL Platinum, which I might sell. I'm planning on getting an XL21 soon, and if I do, I'll sell the Platinum. Oric XL Pro Plus, Riccar Superlight, which I'll probably end up selling at some point. my DC-07 Low Reach, DC-07 Carpet, DC-25, DC-28 Air Muscle, DC-14 Full Excess, DC-14 All Floors. This one I might sell too, but I'm selling the other one first. And then in this row, we've got a DC-07 Pink and a Kinetic Big Ball. We've got a brand new Power Force Helix Turbo Rewind that I haven't used. Someone I went to go buy this on my birthday a few years ago, and for some reason my card kept declining. I don't know why, because I had the money on my card, but for some reason it just didn't go through. And the random guy standing behind me at the register just bought it for me. I'm not sure why, but he just insisted that he bought it for me, and he didn't even know it was my birthday. But I was like, thank you, this is a great birthday present. He's like, oh, it's fine, just go ahead and pay it forward. And I eventually gave a couple vacuums away to a couple different friends who needed them, so I feel like I did my part. If I ever sell this, though, I'll probably just end up giving it away, since it does kind of have that, have that kind of generosity attached to it. But I haven't even used it yet, as you can see. It's the older 1797 model from before they called it PET, and I've never used it, so I don't know why I haven't used it, but I haven't. Sir, what are you doing? I hear him down there, but I can't see what he's doing. Yes, there's a printer at the base of the stairs. I need to do something with it. Here's our Dirt Devil Silverglide Vision, which is for sale. I just need to clean it up and do some work to it. I'll be selling it for pretty cheap, though, since the lower cortex busted and there's tape on the hose. But other than that, it's in good shape. I think I have an F1 filter, and if I do, I'll replace the filter as well. Definitely the belt. Sir! Now, trying to get through all of these in an organized fashion is definitely quite the challenge. But I think we'll make it work. Also, how do I fix walls? This started like falling apart, and I'm not sure what to do about that. Anyways, so over here we've got my first Orange Fury. There's a Dyson Ball Multi-4 2, Dyson Slim Ball, Dyson DC-18, I guess the older Slim Ball, Dirt Devil MVP, my good Hoover Wind Tunnel, what is this? Wind Tunnel Plus. And we got a Bissell Power Glide Platinum, my good Boss Super Light, my Hoover Lynx, Eureka Orwin Lightspeed, which I need to get a filter for, so I can't use that. My Eureka Boss Bravo 2, which I might sell. I'm not really sure yet if I'm going to keep a Bravo or not. But if I keep one, it'll be this version. My Eureka F&G, which is the only F&G I have right now. I sold my other one. My Hoover Elite Rewind, I think it's the 3rd gen model technically, whereas now they're on like the 5th gen. This is my favorite version of the Elite Rewind. It's the one that cleans the best, is built the best, filters the best, and doesn't have the reliability issues. Then in front of it, we've got my NOS Bissell Velocity, which the box is still sitting over here. And then we've got my Hoover Elite 350, Hoover Soft and Light, Hoover Caddyvac, Hoover Elite Supreme, Dirt Devil Impulse, which I'm probably going to end up selling. I'm going to sell it, my Impulse. My Hoover Whisper Cyclonic, Kirby G5, Kirby, what is it, G8? I forgot what generation it is, but it's the Diamond Edition. The Hoover Convertible Elite, which is for sale. The Eureka Boss Pro, which I definitely want to fix. My Oric XL 9100, my Oric XL Classic, which is for sale. My Phantom Twister Commercial, my DC-25 Blueprint, my Phantom Thunder, one of 2 Phantom Thunders, my Dirt Devil Ultra MVP, Oric XL2 Ultra, Hoover Elite 2, Eureka Mighty Might, Phantom Lightning, both of my Musu uprights, both the review sample that I got and the one that I bought. So basically just essentially rebadged UK Hoovers. This one is the one I've been using, but after only a few uses, the motor bearings are already starting to go out in it. So yeah, definitely glad I never recommended that. So then over here we've got my Simplicity 7350, which I'm probably going to sell. My nicer of the two Phantom Thunders that I have. My Rubbermaid Bissell Clean View. My Miele U1. Hooverlink Signature. This is the one that my grandma had. And she gave it to me. Well, technically she didn't give it to me, but I just kind of took it. I mean, it's not like she was going to, say no. She was, she died. But anyways, so that's fairly sentimental. I don't want to use it. I haven't even emptied it since I brought it home, so. But I have the other one to use if I want to use a Lynx. But yeah, ironically, the newer one is the one that's, because she got gifted it whenever it was new, and then that older model I got when they were on clearance. So ironically, the newer model is the older of the two units. Here's my blue version of the Elite Rewind, my Silverglide MVP, my other DC07 Low Reach. This is the one that I got that I've had for a few years. And the other one is the one I got from my local vacuum shop. My Bissell Power Glide 3545, my Sanitaire SF4110A, my Bissell Power Glide Ultra, my original Bissell Power Force 3522-5, the one that I've had since 2008. So this thing has been in my life for a number of years. My Bissell Power Clean, my Bissell Clean View 1 Pass, Simplicity 5200, which is for sale. This Kenmore canister, which is for sale, but you can't really see it. My Sanyo's underneath there, H2O's right there. This part's a bit disorganized. Bissell Zing, my really nice Phantom Lightning. And there's the Rubbermaid, which I'm selling, although you can't get bags for it. My Cibo G1. There's the H2O. I don't know if I mentioned that already. Then if I step over here, we've got 12 amp Phantom Fury. My one of two Phantom Cyclone XTs. So this Cyclone XT has a bad pedal release and a few other bad parts, and then this one has a bad motor. One of these days I plan on switching the motors so I have a good one and then just a really shitty one, but I haven't done that yet. But I've got a couple, there's a couple people that are they're selling me Cyclone XTs whenever I have the chance, so I'm sure that'll be fixed eventually. My Phantom Fury 10 amp. Some people have asked me to sell this, but it's very sentimental since it's the first Phantom that I had, and the first Phantom Fury that I've had, so I rebuilt it, put a new motor in it, and yeah, that's that. It's being protected by the safety donut, and then another 12 amp behind it. My Dirt Devil Eye, which I don't think any other collector has on YouTube that I'm aware of. I still need to rebuild it. I haven't done anything to it since I got it in that one vacuum saves a few years ago at my old house. But yeah, there's a lot of these vacuums that are just kind of stuck in the collection, haven't actually repaired yet, because I don't usually prioritize repairing the vacuums in my collection. I usually prioritize repairing the ones that I'm trying to sell first. So a lot of these are just working but in decent, condition, but could need a filter or a belt or something. My Dirt Devil Vision, my Kenmore Destiny Plus, which has some dirt on the filter for some reason. This air conditioner likes to blow in dirt, and I guess I forgot to vacuum that off. My Eureka Excalibur, my Dirt Devil. Wait, do I have two of these? Well, apparently I have two of these. Dirt Devil Ultra MVP, my Dirt Devil Envision. This machine's very nostalgic because my dad had this for a number of years. Not this exact one, but the same model. This was one I got from my local vacuum store before it closed and went out of business. But I rebuilt it. It didn't even really need anything. It was a decent machine. It wasn't even in bad shape, wasn't clogged or nothing, so I'm not sure why it was in the pile to get thrown out. Because he's sold, budget machines at the store before, but not sure why. There's my my Dyson DC14 Low Reach. There's the Cyclone XT I mentioned. There's my NOS Eureka Mega Boss Victor, I think it's called. My Eureka Smart Vac. which I might sell, I'm not quite sure, but it probably would only be local. My Panasonic Platinum Force, Quiet Force, I think it's called. Phantom Twister, Dyson DC-27 Total Clean. So now I gotta step back over here. It's kind of a maze in here. My you can see back there is my Panasonic Performance Plus Platinum, my Kenmore Power Path, my Dirt Devil Breeze F1, my Eureka Whirlwind, which I'll probably sell since the wheels are locked up on it, my Sharp Twin Energy, and yeah, I think I showed this other row. So I think, is that it? Is that all of them? Is there any that I missed? I don't think so. There's some boxes. Oh, there's a random Dyson box that I need to do something with. There's a Shark Freestyle in that box that I'll probably sell, but it doesn't have the charger. The cat's being stupid. I need to clean this out. It's got some dust on it from sitting, but yeah, this Impulse will get sold. Oh yeah, and of course the Dyson Ball Animal 3. And I think that's it. I think that's it as far as machines. So yeah, there's a lot of machines in this room, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. But I mean, you guys make this all possible. So I mean, yeah, I know this room isn't the most photogenic thing in the world. It's obviously cluttered, it's got messed up paint, and it's full of vacuums, but hey, it's still mine, and I really appreciate that. So, I mean, thank you guys for supporting the channel for as long as you have, both to the people that have been following the channel since 2018 and the people that have just recently subbed. I really do appreciate it. And I know that's kind of a cliche that every person says, but I mean, it's true. I legitimately wouldn't be here without you guys. So you guys make having a massively unreasonable collection possible, and I definitely thank you for that. And if you want to help, and if you feel like my collection is too unreasonable, and you feel like I have too many vacuums, then happily comment below, and I'll happily sell you one of these vacuums, at least one of the ones that are in the list of vacuums that I'm selling, which there's about 25, maybe 20, at least 20, if not 25, in the list of vacuums that I'm selling. And there's also some other ones that I would consider selling for the right price. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff here. But again, the ones that I didn't mention were for sale. Please don't ask if they're for sale, because they're not. But anyways, at least all the ones that I mentioned are for sale. And out of this room, just in case you're wondering, the ones in this room that are for sale include the Simplicity 5200, the Kenmore Canister, the Rubbermaid Upright, the Ricard Vibrance, the Eureka Whirlwind, let's see what else, the Shark Apex, the Auric XL Classic, the Hoover Convertible Elite, the Eureka Bravo, the Dirt Devil Silverglide Vision, the Simplicity 7350, and is that it? I'm not sure. That might be it. Oh, and the Ricard Superlight. I'm just not fond of Taconi machines in general. So, yeah. Oh, and the Auric XL Platinum. So, I think that's it as far as those. And then, of course, in this room, the Electrolux Discovery 2, the Hoover Runabout, Hoover Constellation, Dyson DC-14 All Floors, Lindhouse Advanced Power 112, Dimension Supreme, DC-33, Wind Tunnels, Bravo, Superlight, Preferred, Soft and Light, Power Max 2, eventually air cordless once I put a brush roll in it. All of those are for sale as well. And of course, an honorable mention, I've got random boxes all over the place that have like random parts. Like, here's a base plate that I ordered for this Dirt Devil that I haven't put on yet. There's like little things like that. Some of these, there's some attachments and accessories up here that I haven't done anything with yet. Randomly, there's the box for my PC case and a giant roll of bubble wrap for when I sell vacuums. So there is some kind of stuff that's in disarray right now that I would like to get organized, which is why I'm trying to at least sell enough vacuums to clear out this room right here, so I've got a space where I can move some vacuums out of the way and organize individual corners of the room. Because right now it's so full that I can't really move anything because there's already such a very small path to walk through to do anything in this room, and there really is nothing you can do in this room. So that's the goal at this point, is to whittle it down enough that this middle area is empty and I can then move a chunk, at least like each corner, into that middle area as I clean the corner of the room and maybe put up some shelving to keep all my parts in, etc., and make that a bit more organized. So that's the goal at least, but right now I'm just trying to whittle this down a little bit. But most of these are ones that I've finally gotten after so many years of wanting one, so it's cool to have them again, or have them in general. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is my full 2023 June 2023 collection video on Intellitech Studios. I'll have to do a head count and see how many vacuums we've got in total, but I know there's a lot, and it's definitely too many. I'll be honest, it's too many. And that closet is empty, but one of these days I'll probably put some machines in there to kind of lighten the load a bit. Maybe like one of the multiple Phantoms or something like that, or multiple Dysons. You know, I've got multiple DC-07s and 14s and Furies and all that. And Thunders. I'm sure the duplicates of those can go in there, or the Elites. Same story with that. But yeah, so good amount of machines I'm selling, and a good amount of machines that are staying in the collection. So that's cool. Anyways, this is Intellitech Studio signing out. You guys finally got what you wanted. I know for the longest of time, I didn't want to do this video because I was very insecure about this carpet being as bad as it is. But at the end of the day, I shampooed it multiple times, cleaned it multiple times. I even shampooed it before I did this video. And at the end of the day, it's pretty gross, but there's not much you can do. Previous owners trashed the place, and I haven't had the funds to replace the carpet just yet. Or, well, not the funds, it's just a matter of having a space to put all this stuff while they do that. That's more so the issue. And I want to get this wall patched up first, because there's no point in getting nice new carpet and having pieces of wall fall onto it. So there's probably a way to fix this. I'm not really sure how to, but I'm sure I'll figure that out one of these days. But yeah, this is Intellitech Studios signing out with an updated in-depth vacuum collection video. And of course, some of these machines you guys probably haven't seen in years at this point, or at least several months. So if there's a machine you see that you want me to do a video on, and that you want me to clean up and do a review on, do a video on. Of course, my goal is eventually to review and fix everything here, but of course, it gets kind of overwhelming with how many there are. So I try to pace myself a little bit, and try to balance it with new stuff as well. So it's quite a mess, but eventually we'll get through it together. So anyways, this is Intellitech Studios signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm gonna go to bed. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you all have a good one. Peace.